How's your spirit? My entire social media platform is built on the understanding of disindoctrination so that we can learn how to disindoctrinate humanity quickly. Uh, It started out as a very long conversation over a year, and now we're at the point where it comes out in clips as necessary. My cup's not overflowing in the way that you would believe, where I don't know where all these things are headed. Uh, let's just say fixing my plumbing has fixed the plumbing of the universe, so to speak. It's not what you think either. Let's do this. Let's remove the blood from it and take it at its basic elements, water being the number one ingredient. It's H2O, it's uh, hemoglobin, right? It's the H. It's the AIL instead of E. Most people in the world today consider their children to be hellions. Not me. I raised three wonderful hellions. And eventually, there'll be mountains amongst men. People aren't going to like this. I'm going to give you a prime example of nation. You're going to take a couple of TV shows and you're going to stay with me. Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Diego, and finally, the Backyardigans. Okay? And Blue, Steve's around the same age as me, and he's hanging out with Blue, who's a girl dog, although we think y'all thought she was a boy. At my house, my eldest son and I would watch Blue's Clues often. And so much so that the first word that he kind of knew outside of mom was blue. It's not because my son was nonverbal, we communicated, but because our home was a space of peace, he just really spoke up when he needed to. And I taught him to speak up for himself. So stay with me so you can learn to speak up for you. This includes you, Steve, so keep listening. Eventually, Steve becomes too old, so to speak, to continue to be on the show. So they insert Joe. Okay? When they insert Joe, we move from Blue's Clues mainly to seeing the Explorer a lot. Right? This is a joke that I used to make all the time. Dora's the plug. This is a little girl with a backpack, a map, and a monkey. The monkey is the page taking the information to Dago so they know how much to supply to the homies. That's the mariachi band. How to fence stuff. That's Swiper, right? And then you gotta get at Fedora so she can handle her business on this side. With the kids who've been watching Blue's Clues and they didn't figure out how the spy is from. Or sit and mind their business or whatever it is. Get it? But they were introduced to paprika, salt, pepper. See what I'm saying? So then, like I said, you got the Colombian cousin Diego. Now, how the message get to and from? The backyardigans. They're Andy's toys, but the Nickelodeon version. They're animated when the children are out playing. While the adults have their back turned, making dinner, and the children are watching the backyardigans. And then you got what's them ones called? The pets. Wonder Pets. Think back to Thundercats for whatever reason that's coming back. But anyway, do you understand? Children believe in these things. They exist in the world today. You just haven't seen them yet. Or you see them and you just don't recognize them in their true and living form versus representations. I mean, think about it. How many drug dealers you know? Stop. Let's just be real about this shit now. Y'all always talking about, hey, black people and white people have a good habit of being like, God, please don't let it be. Please don't let it be us. Please don't let it. Okay, I'll give you an example. Hold on. School shooter, usually white. If it is acid in the face, usually black, male. Although questionable. If it's poison, usually a woman. Things like that. Right? So black people, if we pretty, statistically, that be our shit. Okay, that's my demographic, my per capita, whatever you call it, right? Even the welfare queen can admit that it's pretty much always been white women. Other cultures, though, have been uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Assimilating rather than integrating. They assimilated, so they just became like others, and so now they feel shame for whom they actually are, and they don't know how to deal with that part. Help them. I'm just here to disindoctrinate from the BS. White supremacy is BS. It's built on your eugenics is white supremacy. The Scientologists believe in eugenics. I understand Isaac Asimov and the others believe in eugenics. Covered and the Miscaviges. That's it. That's why the Scientology, because okay, in prison they can all get together because of how we work the prison population. In Scientology and the military, they can all get together because of how those things just end up by winning, whatever you want to call it, right? So now you got a population of people who, if they're not inoculated to the BS that is eugenics, believe in white supremacy. It's in the school system because the school system is based on schools in Nazi Germany. I know because I went to school shortly thereafter, and I came back here, and I was like, this is the exact same thing. Not that I didn't know that there, I learned that there. You don't learn that here until you're in college, and the majority of the people in the United States today do not have a college degree. They barely had a high school diploma. Now, go and be pissed with me if you want to. I got